Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Here we have the Barbarian. And they'll be facing Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
These two fighters have got it all to do. One, tall, rangy, has the speed, can slip, you can fight offensively and defensively. The other has to get short and squat.
Up first is the Barbarian from Spain. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Spain. Wearing the black trunks, trimmed with black, the Barbarian. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. So much firepower here. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Better than that. I need you to focus on what you're doing. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take into this. You're better than this.
On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Back and forth they go. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Tried to score with a jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Couldn't land that jab. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Done all your work over what...
Here we go to the 4th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This with that jab. Can't land that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know what, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
That jab misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance without...
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots, get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Misses with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Jab does not score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
You'd like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Well, it's good go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levelers. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.